between the folds.
So what you get up to?
I've just been chilling. I'm working and saving money. I got a daughter on the way. She'll be born March 26th. So I'm just
That's
trying to save money until she here.
yeah, that's the idea. Keep it up. Keep saving. Kids are expensive. I got a daughter too. Uh, I I had her pretty young, so I worked most of my life, well, all my life until recently, just to help and support and make her happy. So good on you, standing up, doing the right thing.
How old is she now?
24, almost 25. She's a super genius. She's gonna be a doctor.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Uh, uh, she wants to be a psychologist in health and human services. She want to work in the hospitals and help people in distress, which is pretty sweet.
Need more people like that in the world.
And that's kind of why, like, I do these and why I think it's important.
Yeah.
There's this old story that says if you were to make 1,000 cranes, you get to make a wish. Uh, I made several thousand when I was a kid, and I didn't get my wish granted, but through the process of doing it, like I learned that my wish was granted because I took all those things that like made me mad and upset and frustrated and folded it into the paper, and it helped me out. That's why I think these videos might help somebody else out. Plus, it's cool to see people and learn about them. All right, got your paper?
Yes.
Perfect. We're gonna repeat that same fold that you just have in there right now, and we're just gonna make a pyramid. We're just gonna fold it in half, hamburger style. And then this is a good opportunity to see if your paper is square, because if it's not, it's gonna have a little edge hangover. You can kind of like nip off with your fingers as you go, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the kind of beauty of this is, they're all like snowflakes and they're all unique. And let me see what you got. Oh, you got quite the edge over there. Can you open that guy up a little bit and see what's going on over here? Because you got that one really big hangover edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. You got to cut off the other side. Open it back up. Show me what you got. You see that other extra piece of paper? You got to take that guy off.
Up here.
It on the other side, the right hand side. I can't tell if it's reverse. It looks like you got an extra piece of paper like stuck to it. I'll show you what I kind of think I'm looking at here. So it looks like you got like this little fold over, and there's another little piece of paper like still stuck underneath it on this edge. We just need this little piece of paper, and it should be a square. So you'll kind of look like you know this, like a square without any extra pieces on it. So what do you do for fun? Gaming?
I like. I don't really play the game, but when I do, I play like Warzone, 2K. I like Mad, but
What?
normally I just I just be I just like chilling, listening to music. I
What?
like watching a lot of TV too.
The I end up watching a lot of TV. I really like movies. I always like to like one of my favorite questions is like if you only had 5 movies and you were stuck on a deserted island and you had to watch only those same 5 movies over and over again, what would they be? They don't got to be in any particular order.
So either the first five Mission Impossibles or I'm trying to think because I like old movies and I like watching a lot of like TV shows. So
Well, we'll make caveats for series in that one. I do like me some old movies, but like how old? I mean, are you talking into the 70s, 60s?
so yeah, because my grandma I'm mixed. So my grandma she's an older white lady. So when I'm with her, it's just a bunch of old TV shows and movies that's on. So I'll just normally watch whatever she's watching,
Hmm. I watched a
like old certain
bunch of
films.
Murder She Wrote with my grandma and Perry Mason and all those old shows, Dragnet and stuff like that, like Nick at Night stuff.
Yeah,
I Dream of Jeannie. I mean, grandma get to choose the show. I don't get to choose the show. If I'm lucky, she give me one in it every couple of hours. Mission Impossible wise, though, I mean, like I think that one with that uh, fat guy as the villain. I forget what his name is.
yeah, I
Blonde
know
hair.
which one you're talking about.
I think that was the last one I liked, and then it just kind of like went downhill for me, or it was just too much of the same shit. So I just like kind of lost
Yeah,
interest.
watching like when I watch a movie, if it's like a part two or like more like after, I'll try to like watch all of them and like
Yeah.
binge them. Like, but watching like all the Mission Impossibles, I did realize most of them do like seem similar.
Well, it's kind of the premise though. MI1 is definitely in like my top 50. I do have some reservations about like Tom Cruise and all his stuff, how he does movies. I mean, like, yeah, I like him in certain movies, and other times I'm like, he's a weird Scientologist. Like, what does he get up to? Do I want to support this weirdo?
Cause yeah, cause some of his roles don't be matching, like don't really match him.
Not at all. And then I always think it's funny how short he is, and you like see all the camera angles, and they're like they do it on purpose to make him look taller. Nothing wrong.
I might have to get a new piece of paper. I'm not really sure.
All right, show me what you got. Like, open it. Just okay. So you know the one on the top that you have, that little triangle right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, take that guy off, and we're good to go. I think my favorite Tom Cruise movie is an old one called Legend, about him saving a girl and defeating the devil with Tim Curry as the devil. And I think I like it the most because he has like four lines in the movie. All right, we got it. We're there. So now we're going to take this guy. We got him right here, the fold you already have. We're going to fold him in half and make a pyramid. Now, from here, we're going to fold them in half again the other way. And we're going to make a right triangle or a little bit smaller pyramid. So we have two layers to this bad mamma jamma. Did you ever watch any of the old Mission Impossible like TV show? Talk about old shows with grandma.
uh, the old shows my grandma usually watch. It's like old Western films. Some would be in black and white, and
Hmm.
some would be colored. But
Uh, the
it,
only the only one I like that I had to sit through was Gunsmoke. It was about that guy who would just go around to different towns and get bounties. All right. Let's keep going on this here too, because I don't want to take too much of your time. So now you see like one layer at the top, one layer at the bottom. So we're going to take this guy and just kind of like half fold him up, so he kind of looks like this, right? And now I'm going to show you this one a couple times because this is when it starts to get a little bit difficult. So I'm going to take that one side up. I'm going to open up the inside. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to stuff it all the way to the center. And I'm going to take like the top piece of paper here that was from that triangle and push it all the way down. My idea here is I'm trying to make a square. So I'll show you again here real quick. So we're here, right schmear. And then I kind of open it up, take my finger, push from the top down and fold it over to the bottom. So it makes a square. Perfect. You did it. Nailed it. Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side. There's going to be a series of do it on the other sides here because it's just a lot of repetition. I also like a lot of anime. I got to, admittedly, obviously, for making cranes.
what's your favorite anime?
Ooh, Berserk. Definitely Berserk. M- Maybe Cowboy Bebop. That was good too. You ever watch any?
I've been yeah, I've been watching Bleach lately. My favorite anime though, it is either Jujutsu Kaisen or Naruto. I like Naruto a lot.
Yeah, everybody been telling me to like get into Kaizen, but it's like it's tough for me to like new animes because it's a lot of CGI stuff. So we're right here. We did the square on one side. We're up here again. We're just gonna open up the folds on the inside, push your finger to the bottom, take from the top, and push it down. So we're making a square. I like animes that are not serial animes because they got that like it always reminds me of like Dragon Ball Z, where they spend 25 minutes powering up and like 2 minutes of actual action. I just got like
Yeah,
super bored of it. Let's see what you got. All right. So from here,
I couldn't really get into I think it's One Piece. I couldn't really get into it because the storyline it just seems like extra long.
they make it long on purpose so they can make more money. That's what makes me feel like. It makes me feel like it's a trap. So from here, you see, we're gonna have four corners to our square. They're different sides. So the top here is not open. It's just a point. The sides, left and right, have two folds, two folds, and the bottom is going to be open. It's going to have like that's the open side, and this will be the bottom. And we're going to keep the bottom right here, kind of facing us, so we know that's the bottom because then it'll help our stuff out. See what I'm talking about?
Mm.
But now from here, what we're going to do is try and make this and make it look like a kite on each side. So we're going to take the top layer on the left or the right and fold it all the way down to the bottom in half. So it'll end up looking like a kite. I'm going to do both sides here so you can see what it's going to look like in the end. You kind of want to square them up to the center. It's hard for me to do blind here. So there's that little center line. So we just kind of square it up as we can to the center. I'm a work in progress here too. Uh, I like to make these out of like candy bar wrappers, like my girl's favorite candy bar wrapper, and give her a big bag of that candy. God, it might as well be like the best aphrodisiac, something sweet. So, what do you think? How's yours look? Perfect. Like that. Now we're gonna do the same thing again to the other side. Like I'm telling you, there's a bunch of this too. Yeah. You said you're a big music fan too. What's your favorite kind of music?
Lately, I've been trying to expand to like more genres.
Hmm.
So I kind of like listening to like Sabrina Carpenter stuff like that.
It's always funny too. Like I was big into like rock and metal, and I was like, screw everything else. There's no other music than rock and metal. But then, like as I went along, I was like, there are a lot of good songs in every genre. Yeah, there's a lot of bad songs in every genre too. But I mean, you'd be surprised some that just like hit you in the feels, reminds you of something. So we got our guy who kind of looked like a kite. Ta-da! So we got make sure that our top is closed, so it kind of looks like this. I want to make sure yours does too. So from the top, it's not open. It's just like a 4 point there. I just want to make sure we have an unopened top here because sometimes I get confused and you know fold the sides wrong because it is a square. Yours look like a mine.
Oh, I did it wrong.
That's okay. You can always unfold them where you did there, like that, on both sides, and figure out where the bottom is. It's just the open side right there, and that's going to be the bottom of our folds going in to make our kite. listened to like nothing but Tool for probably 3 years, and then I've kind of expanded out into some more pop culture stuff. I got into like older music, a lot of 70s stuff. Kind of realized that the thing I liked the most about music is when that song hits and it just like hits me in my brain where I was like, fuck, I like this.
Yeah, I be having those moments. I had one of those moments when listening to, I think it was Purple Rain.
Prince, love me some Prince. Uh, I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, and all my family's from close to Iowa, right on the border. So I love me some Minnie. All right, all right, all right. So you got it. So it looks like that now, and we gotta make sure our top is pointy.
Yes.
All right, so now we got our top of our kite or our ice cream cone, and we're gonna fold them down against that fold that we just did, and just right at the top here. So I'll show you real quick. Da, 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 da. You a big traveler? Like go places?
Not really, but I do go places sometimes.
Mostly family stuff or stuff for fun? Where you go?
Mm, when I do go places, um, I'm with family, but
Hmm.
it's usually just to just do stuff.
Like go to amusement park, go see something, go see other family.
Yeah,
Uh, I love me a good amusement park. So this next step's gonna be a little bit kind of weird. So I'm gonna go through it a couple times with you. What we're gonna end up doing is unfolding all this and then pulling it backwards and reversing it. So I'm gonna go real slow and I'm gonna show you a couple times. Okay? So right here, we just reverse the fold that we just did, and then the sides of our kite. Now you'll notice here because we got the flaps on the bottom, there are a couple layers of paper, and we just need to take the top layer. Sorry, still working. We take the top layer here, and we're gonna push it up until that edge that we just made. So I'll show you. Da, da, da. We're gonna reverse the fold, just like we did. Sometimes they get a little bit tight, so you just gotta like push them together and not kind of force it. And so you'll end up having something that looks like this. So I'll show you again here real quick. Da, da, da. Here's where we start. I really like to travel, especially because Alaska, it's dark and, it feels like we're at the end of the world. And it is nice to get out of here. So I take the top up, fold them out, grab the top layer here, and I'm reversing the square, going the other direction to make a diamond like that. But when I like to travel when I just like have a start date and an end date. So I'll just like
yeah.
say, hey, I'm leaving the third and I'll be back on the third of the next month. And what I do between there and there, I don't even know when I go. Yeah, you got it. So now, again, it's going to be another one of the other ones. We're going to do it on the other side. So I'm going to take that. So it'll look like the ice cream cone. So then we just take open the sides, take the top layer, push them up to the fold where the bottom of the top of the ice cream cone or kite was. I like to kind of run my fingers on the inside here so it kind of folds backwards a little easy because you don't need to force it. Right. Talking about about you being a new father reminded me one time I took my daughter to Hawaii for vacation, and we're at the you're in Hawaii, you're gonna do touristy shit. So we're at a luau, and this little old white couple come up to her holding a camera and hand her a camera and ask her to take a photo. And she just looks at me with the biggest doe eyes because she doesn't know what an old school camera looks like or how to use it. It's like, That was funny. All right, so now if we did this right, we're gonna have a top and a bottom. So our top, yeah, we got it. Nail it. I love it when it works. So from here, we're gonna do the same thing like we did to make the kite or ice cream cone, where we're gonna fold in the half here from the side, from the top layer, to make a little smaller diamond. So I'm gonna do this on the first layer here and show you what you're looking for. So you got any good words of wisdom? Anything you ran into life that you're like, damn, that's somebody should hear that. Sorry, folding here talking.
When when someone says, like, when someone's trying to express themselves, don't really argue back with them and try to say, "Oh no, that's not what happened," or "This not what happened." Just hear
Hmm.
them out and just let it be peace. Because when you do that, that's making them feel as though their feelings is unwanted and unheard, and they feel away, and then that's going to make you feel away when they feel away, because then they're distance their self away from you when whole time you really want that person near you.
110%. Like it took me a long time to figure that out. Like realizing that being right is, they call it, it's like subjective because it's right to me, but it's also right to them. So what they're saying, even if it's wrong from what I'm saying. So it just made me realize that what I'm trying to do is talk to people and hear them instead of, being right. It was took me a long time to figure that one out. All right. So does yours look like mine? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out here. It's hard to see in this paper. So it just looks like that. I'm going to do this to the other side so you can kind of get a better view. I got different paper on order. The only other paper I have is like vintage stuff I got from a trip to Japan, and I just like, I don't want to use that stuff.
Do you travel a lot?
I try to. I got sick about a year ago, and I haven't been able to move or talk or drive very much. So I mean, I kind of miss it. But before that, yeah, I travel probably 3 months out of the year. Yep. Now flip it over and do that same thing to the other side with the legs. Legs to the bottom. You're gonna just fold them in half. Traveling's fun. I mean, I had my daughter pretty early, so I mean, I didn't get to do a whole lot like at your age. I did a lot. I worked a lot and just, made money, supported for my family. And, I do miss having my daughter around all the time, but, it gave me an opportunity to go travel, go find weird stuff.
That's one thing I'm not ready for.
What's that?
I'm not ready to see my baby girl grow up.
You'll never be ready for it, my dude. Her pet name was Bear. So I've been joking with her. It's like, when you get your doctorate, I got to call you Dr. Bear. All right, so yours look like mine.
Yes.
Legs at the bottom. All right, now we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna turn him 90 degrees. And you notice we got two flaps on either side. So now we're gonna pull open the flap a little bit so it makes it flat the other direction. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So we're just kind of like making it go the other direction. So now the legs are on the top. Well, those will be the wings, and the skinny bits that we just folded are still folded together. So my favorite memories are just like playing video games with my daughter and watching movies because she wasn't a big outdoorsy kid, wasn't super active. She was just, smart, wanted to learn, wanted to play, interested in the same stuff I was. I wanted to have a paternity test, but she came out and I was like, I'm going to save my money. That's me. That's me. And she's 100%. She's my little mini me. And that's the fun part of like experiencing it. And like, yeah, There's that old adage, nature versus nurture. I mean, yeah, the nature of the person will have a certain kind of personality, but the things that you do and how you raise them would kind of dictate what their personality is. And that's like the, the fun, exciting part. It's going to be tough and everything's going to be like, feel like it has to happen right now and nothing's good enough. But at the end of the day, those are the best moments, ones I remember the most. All right, so yours look like mine.
Yes.
All right, so now we got the side over here. What we're doing is taking the top layer from the bottom, which were our other legs, and we're folding them up. So it's the head and or tail. So I'll show you here real quick from the side. I'm just taking that layer and folding them up. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So just take that up and fold it up the other direction. So it'll look like that, kind of like that. Yeah, we're there. Now we're going to do the same thing we did with the small diamond where we turn it 90 degrees and we open up the two flaps over here, side, and then turn it the other direction. Do the same. You don't need to hard crease things at this point here because then we can do it in a second because now we're almost done. We got pretty much a crane going over here. Now that instead of the small edge that we saw before, the wide edge is now on the outside. So this is the wing. What's your daughter's name gonna be?
NDL.
India. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah. My
I was,
girlfriend picked.
yeah, as long as she gets your last name. I didn't get to pick my daughter's name either. The only thing I got to pick was her last name, and she stuck with it. So, I mean, I'm proud of her for that. All right, so now we're here. So now we got to fold down the wings on either side. Sometimes I like how, like the English language, like especially with names, like uh, like how they sound to the ears. They just like ring right. Like it sounds pleasing, just like music. Like certain music sounds good. Like sometimes words just sound like that, even though they mean like strange things.
Yeah.
Indios.
Because when me and my girlfriend were picking names, she had said the name, and then I'm like, it's okay, I like it, but I think we could find something else, maybe something a little better. And then she like try saying it, and then me like I was like, what do you mean? And then she like tried saying it in a sentence, just be like, NDL, sit down or something. And then when I said it, I'm like, it do kind of sound right.
Hmm. It is surprising too. You're gonna nickname it. Like everybody gonna nickname it. You're not like, I think you should just like indie.
I was thinking L because
L. Yeah.
one of my favorite shows is Stranger Things, and then like just like it kind of goes.
Uh,
So then
admittedly,
L,
L.
NDL, L,
It's
yeah.
your nickname for it. Like I say, no one can pick their own nickname, and as your father, I think you have a full right to call her a nickname and decide what it is.
Because I said that, but my girlfriend was trying to argue with me. She was like, "No, we're gonna call her Indy." I'm like, "You can call her that, but I'm gonna call her L."
Yeah, that's you and her conversation. That ain't, there's an A B. You can see yourself out. This is about me too. I'm part of this. All right, so yours look like mine. We got the wings down a little bit, kind of look like that. We got a head and a tail. Now at this point, I can kind of like my head's a little messed up over here, so I can take my thumb and kind of like get it a little bit tighter and make it a little bit cleaner like that. And then at this point, after I clean it up, I pick which side I like the least and I make it the head. Now you can fold the head however like short or long you want. I like kind of like high neck ones because it's a crane. So I just take the top, fold it in half and kind of fold it in on itself and then kind of fold it back just a little bit. And this is where you give it a little personality. So why I like it because it's like they're all different. And so I'll show you like that. It kind of look like that. That's what I was saying. It's like I'm super excited to call my daughter Dr. Bear. Dr. Bear. All right, all right. So the last thing we got to do here is the there's this body part, this little triangle over here. We need to kind of inflate this space. So on the bottom side of it, right over here, like right as this fold, there's a little hole right here. So you can blow into the hole and pull on the wings and the body just a little bit as you do it, not trying to rip it, and it'll inflate it. And you can inflate it as little or as much as you want. So I can't do it on camera. So when you blow into it, then it kind of makes the body kind of fluff up, kind of look like that. Or you can leave it flat. That's they're all what you make it. Uh, I know they're just like a weird, awkward piece of paper and they're just folded, but I like to see them and think about them and think about what I was thinking about when I made it, and it kind of helps me think through things, and that's what I'm trying to share. Plus, girls love it. I mean, goddamn, uh, Valentine's Day is coming up. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I got heart paper. I'm gonna hide her treat in it and make her some earrings. I got some silver studs and make her a custom pair. How's yours look?
It's a
But
little small, but
well, they're all different sizes, man. I mean, it's just the piece of paper you use and how you do it. Like
yeah.
I got big ones. Like I'll make them out of giant sheets of paper. Whatever it does, like instead of like wrapping my Christmas presents great, I just make a crane out of the Christmas paper and I put it on top, and it excuses all my bad wrapping. So what you think? You think you can do it again? You replicate
Yeah,
it? Uh, well, I hope I was helpful, and I really enjoyed talking to you. Uh, you know,
I had fun on this. This was needed.
and that's what I like, and that's why I appreciate you letting me record you and talk to you. It reminded me a lot of like how I grew up, and reminded me of the times like being a new dad, and I love it. It's just the love in the universe I like to spread.
I'm just trying to wait my little time out that I got left until she's here.
It'll be here before you know it, and it'll be wonderful and scary. 100% honest, I did not watch the actual birth. I was like, I don't. That's my playground. I don't need to watch what's coming out of there. I need to like separation of church and state. I was watching Maury. I was like, nope, nope. So it takes me about a day or two to like edit these and get them right and put them up on YouTube. So if you're interested and want to check it out later, it's that. I don't think there's anything controversial or weird that we said or talked about. So I don't, and your face is covered. So, and I didn't use your name. So there's no identifying stuff on here, but uh, should be easy, quick.
I'll subscribe to you.
I
Thanks.
appreciate, I appreciate it. I
I
only got,
enjoyed talking to you.
I enjoy talking to you too. It was fun and interesting and great. And I only got 2 episodes up right now and like 15 subscribers, but this is just fun. I keep growing, keep doing.
Thank you. I really enjoyed it.
No
This
problem,
was
my dude.
it was it was needed because a lot of people like just me from being on here. I was on here. I'm asking people. I'm like, how are they going? Like, are you okay? And then everybody just laughing and skipping me. I'm just like, I might have just stop asking people at this point.
I'm gonna pretty much like cut the recording right now because I can't curse on it too much. Most people on this thing are fucking dicks, and all they want to do is shoot the shit. But they only want to do it on their terms. It's always like
Yeah,
I would say my favorite question is, but why though? Why are these angsty people wanting to just be rude to other people? Because somebody's being rude to them. I mean, someone's knocking them down and they just want an opportunity to do it to somebody else. It has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with their situation. And if they took the time and thought about it, maybe they'll get there. But that only comes with age.
Yeah, can't really expect you out of everybody else.
But I mean,
Everybody different in their own way.
they're different, and we're we're all unique little cranes, little snowflakes. But if we all talk about it and think about it a little bit more, we won't be such dicks to each other.
Because
I don't, I don't hold
even
it against them.
in school and outside of school, I was always taught treat people the way you want to be treated.
Golden rule, 100% respect.
And that was something I was taught in school and outside of school. So this me growing up, I always been that type of person. I always worried and wondered if everybody else was okay before I was worried about if I was okay or not. I
Yeah,
try to put everything
I ran
first.
into that same problem too, where I cared too much what other people thought and worried about it, and that's how I fell into the trap of being like a weird machismo egomaniac. Because I was like, oh, all these people are dicks, so I have to be a dick in order to fit in. Yeah, wrong choice. But I mean, that's just high school. I mean, everybody is. High school is there not for you to learn what they're teaching you, but they're teaching you to deal with other people, deal with those dicks, because they're everywhere.
Literally,
Yeah, they'll figure it out eventually, and they'll regret their words that they said. They'll think about it. It'll haunt them, and it's not going to haunt me. You can take everything
mm,
from me, but my mood, and my morals. I'll keep at it. I hope you do too.
I will
Uh,
enjoy the rest of your night.
you too. Say hi to Indio for me. Oh, Al.
I got you.
Good luck, my dude.
You too.